This is Lee with Headed to Game 12 here on YouTube channel Sons of Liberty 75, and we are back with the Talavera comparison, comparing 3 games covering the Battle of Talavera, La Bataille, Napoleonic Battle Series by Multi-Man Publishing, and then Napoleon's Quagmire from Kevin Zucker and Operational Studies Group, part of the Library of Napoleonic Battles. So we are at the 6 o'clock turn, and each turn is 20 minutes. So we'll have 3 turns here, but before we would move to the Napoleonic Battle System series. So we need to get started here. So leave that over there. Now I've adjusted somewhat to where I'm using the Regulations 30 rules. Mostly, except for the cavalry formations. So that is still using the Regulations 22 column of companies and so forth. So I always kind of like that because you've got 100 meters. So you got to think, okay, 100 meters, so you're thinking something like similar to a football field, except it's going to be wider, of course. Okay, football field's like 50 yards across and 100 yards wide, long. Actually, it's longer. It's like 120 total, but it's kind of difficult to put 8. Is that right? No, it's 50. Is it 50? I think maybe the scale is 50. So that's still 400 horses and riders in a yeah, 50 cavalry. Artillery 2 to 4 guns, infantry 100. So, but still 100 meters, that's 300 feet. I already talked about this. Roughly, it's going to be a little bit more because a meter is more than 3 feet. But still, that's, if you got 400 cavalry, you know, that's a lot to put in a 100 meter area. So I kind of like the fact that the Regulation 22 did that. So, all right, so let's get started here. I wish they would just give you a somewhere easy to find. There it is. So we got the command preface. And this is where you have Wellington can do his running around. And the other thing is we have to roll for a possible of course we do. So we're going to have a rare occasion here if something's going to happen. And oh, that stinks. What was that? Something not right. Random event. So let's see here. Let's see if we got we don't have a random event. So we had to roll for a random event. We must be thinking about something else. I thought there was a random event here somewhere. Guess not. No? Okay. My mistake. Okay, so we've got this pre-phase of Wellington who's going to be running around trying to activate different units. Okay, so he's got to of course move through different units in order to activate them. So that, and or he can send his aides, but they have to be stacked with him. So right now we have Napoleon. He's got one aide with him. Yeah. So, and so he's going to send this aide is going to be sent over here to the cavalry. Okay. Oops. Kind of messed that up. And the one that was there is going to come back to be with Napoleon for the next turn. And so we've got Hill here. I need to be activating him. So, all right. So if I move, okay, so Wellington is here. All right, so up a slope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so the only one he activated is going to be Heel. So that's the 2nd Brigade. And then, of course, he got the cavalry over there. And that's it. And of course, I guess that unit he originally was stacked with, maybe. Maybe not. Who is that? That is part of Hills. So, all right. So they don't have much to work with there. We do have to roll to see if another. Of course, we do have the release of the cavalry. Okay. So, and we have to roll to see if another group is going to be released. Nope. I rolled a 3, and so they're not released. You got to. Let's see. Okay, and then so let's see. Of course, Payne can try to activate on his own. He's got a 4. Let's see if he can activate. That's that light cavalry. No, I rolled too high. Okay. So next thing is we have the French, who have to decide what they're going to do. Okay, and at the present, it's all dependent on Ruffin and that artillery, cavalry over there, the light cavalry. So trying to think here. I think they are part of Ruffin's. Eight 14. Where are they at? they're really part of their first corps cavalry. So, and I have that aid with them. So we've got Ruffin. It's going to go in the cup. And that's pretty much it. Oh, Merlin. Okay. Have to roll for Merlin to see if he can, unless I use Jordan, but he's out of range. He's too far away. So he'd have to use his own. So 3. Okay, he can activate. So just trying to figure out what to do about the cavalry over there. That is on the French right here. They belong to First Corps. And of course they're outside of the range, so they're light cavalry, but the leader of this stack with them, well, this have to be a 1. You have to roll a 1 or you got a 5, so okay, they don't go in the cup. So poor leadership over there. Now we go to drawing out the cup. See what happens. Okay, time control. Or end of turn marker. All right, so we got Ruffin's. Ruffin is going to be his division. So all right. So that's a hard hit right there. also got stream. Okay, doesn't cost anything for infantry. So what do we got here? There goes to there. That guy goes to there. What happened here? Oh, that guy's taking too many hits. All right, so this guy, 1, 2. Oh, I know what I got to do. Wait a minute. Those guys have got to roll to close. If I'm wanting to, like, assault, so I guess what I do, some of this is kind of, this is one of the things that I guess issues that I had was the clarification of things. It's a mystery to me. So you just have to, you're trying to figure out what's going on. And it's not so easy. So I think these guys were here. Okay, so these guys are wanting to shock. Okay, and then over here, I've got more of these. And these don't come with the game. I'm having to use I think he's going to get, I'm going to, if you shock, you're assaulting, then you're not able to fire. So, now I think in the regulation 30, it's different. So there's some things I'm kind of like in between both of them. But I don't have the 30 printed out. I read through it and, you know, was looking at what was different, what was the same, and so forth. So I've got the charts and stuff. So this is what's kind of like what iffy is. It doesn't really, in my opinion, doesn't give you a clear description of how assaults work. You know, whether or not you're going to mark the unit, okay, at the point that you want to assault. Of course, you have to have a line of sight. So you might have to move and then decide, okay, now I'm going to assault. Well, that's going to affect your ability to approach. So you have to have the roll to close in order to get your units to move. Otherwise, they just stay where they're at. So they got to pass a morale check. So, you know, this unit here is in reserve, so they're not looking to move up. So now those units have to do a roll to close. Now, they may not have to do that against skirmishers. Find the section that dealt with skirmishers. Relues. How you pronounce that? That's always been a difficult word. Now, they are not able to stand. They're going to be forced to retreat. But, see, their movement potential is the same. No, these guys are faster. So they would have to stand. I think they're like that. So they would have to stand, which means they're going to be at what? They got a strength of 1, that would be halved. So, you know, should be the roll to close against a skirmisher should be a back of this chair. Oh, they went to the back of my chair. Oh, so that's what happens. Well, I wonder what happened to the screw. Well, I'll have to look for that later. Okay, just don't have it back to my chair. All right, so. Oh, I was looking for roll to close against a skirmisher. You shouldn't have to roll against a skirmisher. Let me look here. Let's see if it says anything. So, okay. Well, it doesn't say. So, but I would think, okay, one thing is you're going to have let's see here. Well, no, hold on. One. What is that? Well, okay. So the corps leader, okay, which is Victor. Okay, yeah, 6. You've got, okay, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, can't reach him. All right, so this guy has a 26, okay, and he's adjacent. So that's a -12 is what it says. Okay, here we go. If the target has 2 or less increments, okay, then it's +9. So that means we're now sitting at just a -3 to the die roll. So oh wow, we got a 16. Wow, okay. So they don't assault. They just stay there where they're at. Okay. All right. Here. Okay, he's got a 26. So we know who we're dealing with here. He's trying to roll to close. And he's at, let's see, 2 hexes. So that is going to be -9. +9 because of the size of the unit. So, okay, he passed. Okay. So he moves to close. All right, this unit, 32, and he is 1, 2, 3, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 away where French is -3. Okay. Oh, we're 21, so he failed. Okay, so he's not going anywhere. All right, this guy here. Now he's got the leader with him, so that's going to be a +3. Okay, and he's got a 32, and he is 1, 2, 3 away. Okay, that's -6 +3, so he's at -3. And let's see, is he up a slope? Yes. Okay, so up the slope, higher ground is -9. So now we're at -12, right? Yeah, -12. 26, he failed. So they're not going anywhere. Take that off. Okay, now we go here. They're 3 hexes away with 32 morale. And let's see. All right, he's just across the stream. So, okay, so 3 hexes. It's going to be -6. 15, he doesn't go anywhere. I'm not rolling very good. Okay. And then here, the 2nd Battalion of the 96th. 55. He'll pass. Yeah, he got a 32, so he passed. Okay. So he goes 1, 2, 3. All right. So that's all of their move. I've got to wait, see what happens to everybody else. All right, that was the other time control. So nothing else got to happen. All right. I may have to put a couple more of those in there or something, because that time control, end of turn stuff is that's happening quite often. And of course, can't get anything done. Ruffin doesn't have a chance without being able to do something. All right, so now we go to the fouet. Combat of fouet segment. All units have a target that is within the range and line of sight and fire. So we just alternate going up and down till we get what we get. Okay. I'm gonna turn this around so I can have some light over here. All right. So we'll start here on the far side over here. So we're going to fire at these skirmishers right there. Okay, those skirmishers. Yours. Hard to pronounce that. I've looked it up, and it's still like trying to figure out where the syllables go and Tyrillers. What can be a song for? I gotta put back over here to the fire. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so skirmishers 14 and I think he's got 7. Fire strength 7. He can actually go into skirmish mode. So, all right, so 7 against 14, that's 1-2. So 1-2, we're gonna have to get in high 60s. That's a miss. All right. This skirmisher here gets to fire here. Now, regulation 30, skirmishers all right, let's go here. So I guess it's because they just get that fire of 12. But at range 2, it's halved. So 6 against 6 is 1-1. Miss, roll 2 1s. Okay. So now let's go with this skirmisher here, who's going to be firing at the unit that's shock and attacking it. So that's 12 against 6, that's 2-1. 32 is barely not enough. I needed a 33. So next we go to this artillery unit right here, who is going to fire right here. That's a range of 1, 2, 3. So he's going to be firing with a strength of 6. Okay. That's 45. Not enough. It's like the artillery is not very strong in this game. Okay, and then this artillery unit back here. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let me go back to here. They got the ricochet. So right here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's still at strength 6. Double 1, so no. Okay. Now we go to those guns there. Okay. So they're going to fire right here. Okay. In column. This will be ricochet. So that's the range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be 10. And 6, it's going to be 1.5. 35 is not enough. And then the ricochet, which is artillery. Okay, 16. It's 1 to 2. Okay, a miss. Okay, so no one got anything there. All right, now let's let these French guns fire. So the 5th battery will fire on this artillery. So that's a range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12. And he's got what, 16? So that's going to be 1 to 1.5. Nothing. But that fire goes here, 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 where that skirmisher is, and here, where that guy's at. So the skirmisher range 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we're at 9. Okay, strength of 9. Skirmisher is 14. So half. So it'll be 1 to 2. 36 is not enough. And then the unit behind is laying prone. They don't get us that. So line and then plus 6 is 15. 9. Yeah, we're going to have to do 1 to 2 again. Okay. No effect. Alright, so nothing there on the ricochet. Really, it probably should have stopped there because it would have hit that. I got to look at the slopes. So, all right, this unit now, this artillery unit, is going to fire this unit right there. So, okay, and then if we look for the ricochet, okay, here, let me get up here, I'll have to get up here and take a look. Let's see. Okay, so, yeah, the only one, what's this guy doing way back here? See the 48th? Yeah, okay, that's one. Yeah. Let's see, he would be able to go all the way out to 15. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, that's skirmisher. Alright, so we've got the first target. So if I pulled up a little bit, there's the other victim. So they're in line, and we are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, firing it with 12. The line is 9. 12, okay, it's just going to be 1 to 1. Ooh, got a 66. So that's going to be a hit. And I guess it's not their first. Nope. Okay. All right, and then the skirmisher back there. That will be strength of 9 halved, so 4 against skirmisher, which is 14. That's like 1 to 3. 16's not enough. Okay. So, okay, let's work on across here. Of course, we've got this unit here firing here. He's in line, and he just lost one, so he's still got 4 increments to be able to fire. So let's see, what is he? He is Coldstream Guard unit. So, guard unit. Will be times 5. So that'll be 20. That'll be 3 to 1. 43 is going to be a hit. I think it might be his first. So yeah, that'll be his first. Of course, now he's got to check for morale. 32. Oh man, he becomes disorganized, and that causes him to have to retreat. So shoot. Okay, so he's not going to be attacking, and so now he's got to retreat 4. And let's see here. What? Now I'm looking for the retreats and whether it's the hexes or if you're just counting. Okay. I have a hard time finding what I'm looking for here. Should be under I must have passed right by it. Where is the oh, here we go. Okay, we're just gonna it's got a retreat 4. So 1, 2, and then up slope 3, 4. And let's see, that's gonna put us at 4, and it'd be 10. No, 4 and 6. So and then that should be, let's see, probably a morale check. So I don't know about, don't remember what happens with you when you stack. When you stack, get over here where it talks about stacking. I think this should be here. Let's see. And I'll get the stacking here. Oh, well, the Regulation 30 also uses the column companies. So, okay, so here it is, stacking violation results chart. Good order. Okay, so you have good order and disorder. So you just displace. So but it didn't say that, doesn't show that they need to take a morale check, but it says they do. Okay, but there's a displace. So I guess what happens is these guys get pushed back as these guys are retreating. That, or they keep going, and then this guy has to do a morale check to see what happens with him. Okay, so he's got a 32, but he's only at half strength. So that's -6. And -3 more, I guess, because of course, he's going to disorder. And he goes back. So basically, he goes back and the other one stays. He disorders and pushes him back. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he goes back to there. All right. Which now only gives us, oh, we haven't finished with the artillery yet, have we? Okay. All right. We'll fire here, and he's going to fire at this other artillery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 is going to be long range. That's 9. And artillery unlimbered is, I think, 16. Yeah. 16. So it's going to be 1 to 2. 24 didn't do anything. Okay. And then this unit here is going to fire here. See, I don't think, see if he's, yeah, he's prone. That's all right. That'll be 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Neither one of those would hit anything going back this way. So 8, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay. That'll be 9. And then it's 1 to 2. 13, that was a miss. Okay. So now this artillery is going to fire right here. And then he's going to have ricochets here. and here. That's why you don't want to line these guys up. All right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. That's gonna be long range, so 7. He's 16. That's 1 to 2.5. Miss. Okay, ricochet though. 1 to 1. 51. That's a hit. And a morale check. He's 36. 36. 14. So he is disordered. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Ricochet here. Let's see. Now that's going to actually be. Okay. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So that's now half. So that's going to be 1 to 2. Okay. No effect there. And now we move over to here. All right, we have this artillery piece there. He'll fire there and a ricochet through there. So 1, 2, 3, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is, that's his range. So that's 3. That's 1 to 2. That was a miss. Okay. So the furthest he can fire is 9. 1, 2, 3. Won't reach him. Okay. All right. Okay, so that takes care of the firing. Now we go back over to the shock, or it's assault, close combat, right there. All right, so we've got, of course, close combat is going to be 10. That's what he's going to have, but he's got 1 casualty, so he's going to actually be at 8. I have to put my hand up there, but okay. So it's going to be at 8. And that guy there is actually got a 1. So all right. But he's now got a stand. So he's got to roll to stand. He's got a 16. He's probably going to stand. So I don't see him. I don't see him probably going anywhere. Okay, so -9. -6 more, that's -15. and then another minus 18, so that's minus 33. I rolled a 63. Okay, so we had minus 15, and then we had minus okay, so he's not going to stand. So he failed to stand. Which for a skirmisher, they only got half a point. They're exiting. Zone of influence or control, whatever you want to call it. So they're going to be eliminated. So 53rd footlight to 53rd. Four. Yeah, there he is. And then they can all go ahead and advance in there. Oops. And that completes that turn, that 20 minutes. And I'm going to have to stop there. But I don't know. I don't like that end of turn the way it is. Because one thing, you don't have that many counters in here. Okay, and when you have, that's like the, I don't know, I just don't like it. I know that other games like the Hexism Eagle series has something similar, but I think it's a little bit different. I think you still have an option of moving units that, you know, weren't part of your plan, I guess. Your units that are just moving up. They're not actually moving to combat or something. I can't remember now, but this is like the second turn where I've drawn that end of turn, the second chip. It's like just boom, boom. So the fight here for the Zero de Medallion is it's not going so well. It's going slow. And the British are pretty deadly in that in their lines, that line formation. And didn't get to move leaders, didn't get to do anything hardly. So that's the end of the 6 o'clock turn. So the next one will be at 6:20, and hopefully you can still enjoy, even though I've got some downtime trying to figure out some of this stuff out. Not have things properly set up and ready to go. A couple of things I forgot to do. But you can always fast forward through that stuff. Just like when I start talking about nothing, you can always fast forward. So, but here it all depends on roughing, trying to get to the heights. Okay, where I have this blue plastic disc. Okay, and then once that happens, then Villiet and Lapis have to try to push here to where the LA is. Okay, in order to activate others, and of course the Spanish are going to be slow to activate unless Wellington moves over to where Quest is at and stacks with him. So I think these guys, oh, he can actually be in 2 hexes. What's this guy? Yeah, he can too. So that's the situation. We'll have 2 more turns here before we move on to the Napoleonic Battle Series from MMP. And don't forget to take a look at the La Bataille website. A lot of really neat, interesting things there that you can check out. So come on back, see what happens. Hopefully it's going to get a little bit quicker and more interesting than these first couple of videos, trying to get everything situated and set up. So see you in the next video.